Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your LTQ Vapor Cure Diamond Dab of the Day. Hello, everybody. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Join the family, hit that subscribe button, send a like, and I respond to all comments. As a young man, child, teenager, college student, I was always called an underachiever. Why? Because my parents got it up their bright idea to have me IQ tested, and I tested high, like 136. And I didn't do well in school because I hated school. So I was tagged an underachiever. But you know what? I became extremely successful, thank God, in my life. So I overcame being an underachiever. So that means underachievers can be extremely successful. Let's discuss how. Because I'm sure many of you out there either are classified or classify yourself as an underachiever. Being tied to failure, inability, inefficiency, or underachievement can truly be crippling. While most underachievements are situational, it's very easy to take it personal and interpret the labels as a claim to your identity. Take it from me because I did it as a young man. Don't do it. Don't let those things make you who you are. Anyone who's underachieved or has been accused of underachieving has experienced a level of emotional defeat. Our success is not tied to circumstantial performance. Our success is directly correlated to our ability to persevere, overcome, spin previous underachievement into your future success. That's what it's all about. Everybody fails. Everybody else in the world has started below the baseline. They've all been there, okay? Thank God I've learned this from dealing with a tremendous amount of frustration over my life about being an underachiever, being called an underachiever. Stop! Being called an underachiever. That underachieving qualities can also be overachieving traits for success. It depends how you look at them. Think about it. Millennials, young people today, are constantly given, wrongfully or justly, the label of underachiever. There are many people out there, many, I know a lot, that for some reason are called underachievers. Well, as I tell my son, my daughter, my in-law kids who are millennials, and plus everybody else I know, I tell them, that struggles with underachievement. So what? So effing what? Any previous underachievement does not dictate your future overachieving success. What do you think of that? It does not. So use this. This is an important discussion because you're being told by the people you trust in your life that you're good for nothing, that you're worthless, that you don't live up to your potential. Well, guess what? Powerfully successful people, let's give some names: Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, sugar, stop it, and many others have been called underachievers in school, in their jobs, in their businesses, in relationships, and in life. Sugar, stop it, I say. So, none of those individuals got stuck on their underachievement, but rather they leveraged their underachievement towards their success, whether he went in his garage and built computers or whether he looked up at the sky and thought Pythagorean theorem. It doesn't matter. Just like those powerful, successful individuals, our struggles can be the reasons for our successes. Here's how you do it. You got to forget the other person's dreams. The inability to get excited about other people's dreams especially your bosses, is a career killer. But you got to spin it. You see, you're waiting for a dream worth joining or starting yourself. That underachievement trait indicates that you have the desire to discover a dream worth living for. So you know what you got to do? Go find it, join it, or start it. Forget what those other people say. Got to keep daydreaming. Daydreaming is an escape into our default network. So our default network can increase creativity, attention, memory, and happiness if it's used correctly. But we got to avoid daydreaming at the wrong times, of course. When you need to focus, pay attention. Then when you have the freedom to exercise your mental state, use that daydreaming to propel you into powerful success by daydreaming about real people, possible future successes in your business, in your health, in your relationships. Visualization is daydreaming with a purpose. So stoke the rebellious fire. If your rebellion centers around pushing the limitations in your life, by golly, rebel. When you might be labeled as self-centered in your rebellious state, discover why you rebel. If you're rebelling for selfish purpose, you know what? Find a purpose outside of your own personal gains. The rebellion needs to be focused against the limitations that hold us back from serving other people and elevating our future success that helps people and the world. We need to use the rebellion for our advantage. Well, you know what? The word management is anybody who is above you in any scenario, even a family hierarchy. Well, you may not like management, but you can't be disrespectful of management. Many overachieving, successful people get frustrated at senior level people in any scenario because it holds them back from further growth. The word management means that they're key in keeping order in the current situation. And that's important, but it doesn't mean you're going to like it. You just need to respect it. Remember that wildly successful people always challenge management. You can too, in order to keep progressing forward. Just make sure it's in a respectful way. And we got to keep talking. Of course you can't stop talking. You have something to say and want to share it with the world. You just need to know what to tell the world. Forget talking to the world about meaningless subjects and promote to talking about matters that will make a difference in the world. Powerfully successful individuals that talk too much have learned to discipline their mouths to meaningful topics for progress, or others will not listen. Try to remember always to be skeptical of intention. Use your questioning to push others into success. Don't be a devil's advocate without a reason. Questioning intention can be a very powerful thing to advance our journey into success. Many successful people are looking for people to help find errors or weaknesses in plans, strategies, or projects. We might find our success in collaboration with another powerfully successful individual by just asking great thought-provoking questions. Those type of questions push ideas, concepts, plans, and strategies into success very often. Asking high-quality questions puts you in a high-quality life situation. And sometimes you got to ignore the rules, by golly. It's the most common underachieving trait that leads to outrageously successful futures. Our rebelling, our questioning, our disobeying compliance to the rules all push us to the fringes where only few people go. Success tends to exist in the margins of life where few take the risk. So don't only ignore the risks, the rules, the limitations, the boundaries, the excuses, and the impossibilities. Use your ignorance towards rules as your greatest ingredient to your success for the future. Make sure the rules apply to you or they're not good rules. Bust through the underachievement into the powerfully successful you. Strong listening to others who believe that you will never succeed and have labeled you an underachiever. Stop listening to them. Reverse the underachievement by recognizing the powerful success traits sitting behind your inefficiencies. Because your success is right there, hiding behind every one of our faults. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. I truly appreciate it. This has been the Real Senior Stoner. We're going to take a diamond dab of the day today with you on a new Pure atomizer filled with fresh water, freshly cleaned. You know, the one thing about underachieving is it's like the flu. If you get it, you can give it to others too. So you got to remember to take the words of others that tell you you're an underachiever like a grain of salt. Underachievement is based on performance. And you know what? You have an opportunity to do well. Guess what? This is not going to be it's not charged. Oh man, I think it's cleaned, filled, loaded, not charged. So you know what we're going to have? We're going to have an OG Focus V Carta Diamond Dab of the Day instead. And one of the reasons I like to think of myself as being successful, one of the reasons I became and stayed successful is because I'm flexible. I was an underachiever, but I was like Gumby and Gumby and Pokey, I think they were. I can be positioned and come back to the other position. I am flexible. And that really helped me get out of my underachieving that I was tagged by my parents, by teachers, and by everybody I knew who was in charge. Well, guess what? I'm not an underachiever anymore. And none of you have to be either. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Here comes our dab of the day. Let the dab train begin. Get on the dab train. An old friend. Thanks for joining me, everybody, talking about underachievement and how we can beat it. Cheers.